right. Ekolosani gani tiyenne, consider the Kano map given below. Select correct logic expression for group representing on the map. Right. එතකොට මේකේ no problem. මේකේ මේ පොඩි typing mistake එකක් තියෙනවා මම හිතනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඒක settle කරගන්න ඇති කියලා. මේ හැම එකේම bar එක තියෙන්නේ 15. right. ඒක නිසා ඒක නිසා ගාන කරගන්න බැරි වුණා නම් පොඩ්ඩක් ඒක ගැන බලන්න. මොකද මේ පළවෙනි එකේ තියෙන්නේ y වලට underline එකක් නේ තියෙන්නේ. කියන්නේ y bar plus w dot y plus z. දෙවෙනි එකේ තියෙන්නේ y bar dot z bar plus y dot w. ඒ විදිහට. right. දැන් මේ question එකේ ඒගොල්ලෝ highlight කරලා තියෙන්නේ නැත්නම් group කරලා තියෙන්නේ zeros ටික. zeros ටික group කරනවා කියලා කියන්නේ you are going to what? Take a POS expression, product of sums, right? Not a sum of product. Sum of product will be given when you are grouping the ones together, right? So here they have taken the zeros. So we have to consider about the zeros, right? So first of all, we have to it's easy for us to represent the these zeros and ones using the corresponding variable, right? So for that, this is going to represent you x bar z bar, and this is going to represent you x bar z. This is x z. This is x z bar, right? So likewise here it is w bar x bar, w bar x, wx, wx bar. So one represents the natural state, zero represents the complemented state, right? That is how it goes. Now what you're going to do is you have to choose what is common, like what represent as the common variable for each and every group, right? So when you are choosing that, you can write the all four terms and choose the common one, or you can just looking at the graph, you will be able to search it. Mama terms tika liyala karna vidiyat podak pennanna eka tikak wela yanawa, but මේක හුරු වෙන්න ඒක හොඳයි ඔයගලන්ට, right? So if you consider the first group, this group, so this group zeros are having, then අනිත් එක තමයි මතක තියාගන්න zeros එක අපි ලියනකොට අපි නිතරම ඔළුවේ තියාගන්න ඕනේ zeros වලදී අපි ලියන්නේ POS එකක්. So when we are writing a POS, the particular variable representation will be complemented and considered, right? So x bar is going to be x, right? Then මෙතන තියෙන dots වලින් මේක ළඟ connect වෙලා, නමුත් POS එකේදී එන්න ඕනේ pluses, right? ඒතර pluses ටික අරගන්නකොට inner state එක change වෙලා එන්නේ, right? Now if you consider about this particular zero, it has x bar z bar from the top and wx bar from the left. So how we are going to write it? W bar plus x bar plus I'm sorry, මම මේකේ y එන්න ඕන තැන x ලියාගෙන තියෙන්නේ. එන්න ළමයි මම එක හදන්නම්. Right, so this is going to be y bar z bar, y bar z, y z, y z bar, right? So you have to say w bar plus x bar and y plus z. මොකද මෙයාට උඩින් තියෙන්නේ y bar dot z bar එක. ඒක POS එකක් ලියනකොට y and z බවට පත් වෙනවා, since we are considering the zeros, right? So likewise you can write all these zeros to find what is common, So the next zero represents, this represents, mada meka me mehema liyala pennanne matak karanna vitarai ඊළඟ ගණන් වලදී මේක මෙහෙම කර කර යන්නේ නැහැ, right? So it's better you capture the thing, right? So it's going to be w bar plus x bar, since we have wx, and from the top it's going to be y plus z, right? So this zero, w plus x bar, state changes, then y plus z, and this zero, w plus x plus y plus z. Now from these writings we can choose what is common, right? Now if you think about the w is not going to be common, because at one place w represents w and some another place w represents w bar, so this is cancelled. So same story goes with the x. At one place it is x and all other places it is x bar, so it is taken out. So then only y and z represents the same thing. දැන් මේක ඕගලන්ට මේ K-map එක දිහා බලලත් එක සැරේ figure out කරගන්න පුළුවන්, right? But I'm writing this clear නැති කෙනෙක් ඉන්නවා නම් මෙහෙම terms ටික ලියලා එකෙන් common එක තෝරගන්න, right? So that means this particular group represents the term which is called y plus z, right? So in the same way for the next group, right? So the next group we can consider so it has 4 terms, right? So we can write those 4 terms like this. So I hope now you can get what we are writing. This zero can be write as w plus x plus y bar plus z, right? And this zero, w plus x plus y bar, this should have a z bar since it is y z, and here it's going to be y bar plus z, and this zero, w plus x bar, since it is w bar dot x, plus y bar plus z bar. The last zero, w plus x bar plus y bar plus z, right? So if you consider z is w is going to be common everywhere, x is not, so x is cancelled. Y is going to be common but not the z. So y and w, actually y bar and w is going to be the common term. So for this group we can say it's going to be w plus y bar, right? So that means we should have the terms w plus y bar and this is y plus z. So which gives you the first one as the answer, right? Me bar එක y එකේ bar එක පහලින් ලියවිලා තියෙන්නේ, right? So y bar plus w dot y plus z. තේරුණාද? ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. Olamai? right. Hari. ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න mic එක on කරලා අහන්න එහෙම නැත්නම් chat එකේ එවන්න right. I hope this is clear for you right. Okay right. So moving to the 12th one right. අපිට 11 ඉඳලා 20 වෙනකම් කතා කරන්න තියෙනවා. So second one says consider the below statement about multi-programming system can execute multiple programming simultaneously. So yes, that is why we are calling it a multi-program system. So it is running the things simultaneously. එකම වෙලාවේ programs කීපයක් run කරනවා. So that is what you simply call multi-programming. Many jobs are executed at the same time by sharing a single process. Yes, can be right. මොකද එක process එකක් තිබුණත් RAM එකයි operating system එකයි involved වෙලා they can run many jobs using a time sharing system. So each and every process is given a particular time to get run inside the processor. So likewise it will allow to do the multi-programming right. So can be taken as a correct one. And processor utilization is not maximizing multi-programming system. No, that is incorrect. Because like multi-programming, time sharing, and multi-threading, those kind of things means you are using the, or like the computer is trying at its best to utilize the processor 100%, always. Right? So we can't say it is not used in the maximum manner, right? So for that reason, A and B is going to be the correct answer, right? Got it? Okay. So the 13th one, consider the statement about the page table. මේක චුට්ටක් විතර syllabus එකෙන් පොඩක් එහාට ගියපු එකක් page table එක කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ කියලා, but we can logically think where it's going to be, right? A structure used in mapping between virtual memory and physical memory. It is in our syllabus and it is true. අපි page table එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ to map the virtual memory into the physical memory, right? It is used to record relationship between virtual memory and cache memory. Now, cache memory is not involving with the page table. So for that reason, it is wrong. The memories that is involved with the page table is the physical memory, which is the RAM, and the logical memory. So it can be a virtual memory, that means part of a hard disk, right? Or it can be used with a separated space from a RAM, right? Not the cache memory, right? And it is located in cache memory. No, that is what have gone beyond the syllabus. Like if you think about the page table, it should be either in RAM or the hard disk, since we are talking about the logical one, right? Logical එක ගැන කතා කරනකොට ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට ඒක hard disk එක පැත්තට, කියන්නේ virtual memory කියන පැත්තට තමයි reside වෙන්නේ, right? But there are some mechanisms where part of a RAM can be also considered as a place where the page table is allowed to reside, right? Only the page table, right? So for that reason, we can go for the answer 1A only. Right? දැන් මම කතා කරගෙන යනකොට ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවා නම් disturb කරලා අහන්න. Right? So the 14th, which of the following could be a reason to interrupt a running process? So running process can be interrupted by any input-output wait, or when it required a resource to run the particular process, right, from outside source, right? So a process in physical memory is required to transfer to a virtual memory. So that won't give an interruption to the processor, right? මේ වෙලාවේ processor එකේ run වෙවි ඉන්න process එකට interruption එකක් වෙන්න හේතුවක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. when something need to be transferred from physical memory to virtual memory, because physical memory means RAM, virtual memory means hard disk. So etanadi processor ekata බලපෑමක් නැහැ. So it is wrong. Right, and a new process is started by the user. No, once new process is started by the user, either it is taken to the RAM or it is taken to the virtual memory. Right, so again this is wrong. Because of an input output wait on a process, obviously that is going to be the answer. So if you remember the 7-state diagram, so a process can be taken into the state which is called blocked due to the IO wait, right? So it is an interruption. Completion of an input output operation. That of course the following could be a reason to interrupt a running. No, complete of an input output operation will not interrupt a running process. It will send the interruption signal to the process, but it won't interrupt to the running process. Input output operation එකක් request කරන්න ඕන නම් තමයි නැත්නම් wait වෙනකොට තමයි that we are like seeing it is coming as an interruption, right? So this is not going to be. When it is required to store the process state on the PCB, no, again it is not, right? So the answer is going to be the third one. It is where a running process can be blocked or can be interrupted due to an input output wait. Right. So 14th is done. 15 is about the IP addressing. Select IP address which cannot be a net IP out of the following IP addresses. So මෙතන මේ net IP කියලා දෙන්නේ නැතුව මේක network address කියලා දුන්නා නම් තමයි හොඳ. net IP කියලා අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් refer කරන්නේ නැහැ. So anyway they are asking about a network address, right? සමහරලාට 15 ඕගලන්ට තේරුම් ගන්න බැරි වෙන්නේ නැත්te ඔය වචනෙත් එක්ක වෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? So that can be excused, right? Network they are talking about the network address. දැන් ඒගොල්ලෝ අහන්නේ මේ කියලා තියෙන IP addresses වලින් network address එකක් වෙන්න බැරි කාටද කියලා, right? So you have to think very carefully. Now if it is a network address, the concept of creating the network address is making the net ID part, like keeping the net ID part as it is and making the host ID part all zeros. ඒතර host ID පැත්තට all zeros එන්න පුළුවන් IPs, it is possible to be a network address. එහෙම එන්න බැරි කෙනෙක් තමයි උතනදී වැඩේ අවුල් වෙන්නේ, right? Now if you think about this particular one, the first one says 10 12 5 64, right? And /26. So that means 10 12 5 64 කියන එක අපි expand කරොත්, so it's going to be 0 1 and 6 zeros, right? And 26 means your margin is going to draw from here. Why it is drawing from there? This has an 8-bit, this has an 8-bit, and this has another 8-bit. So that means 24 bits are done, and there are 2 bits. So 26 bits are not being changed, but the others are being changed into the zeros. So it is possible to be a network address, right? And if you think about this, 150.102.0.128/21, right? Now that seems to be we are going to have a problem with that, because now it says 21 bits. So 21 means 21 කියන එකේනා තියෙන්නේ තුන්වෙනි octet එකේ. So I'm going to expand the third octet, right? And 121 means you are going to write it like this, right? So the margin goes from 21st bit. 21st means 8, 8, 16, 16 plus 5. That means from here. Now, if you consider the host ID part, then make a host ID එක all zeros හම්බුණා. ඒකයි අපි එක possible කියලා කිව්වේ. හැබැයි මේ host ID එකේ all zeros හම්බෙන්නේ නැහැ. So it is not a possible one. මෙහෙම එකක් මැද්දේ තියලා අර network IP එකක් network address එකක් දෙන්න බෑ. Right? So the answer could be a second one. Right? අපි අනිත් කට්ටියත් පොඩ්ඩක් බලමු. This particular one, 193, 142, 26 and 96. So 193, 142, 26, and since it is talking about /28, that means last octet need to be expanded. So 96 can be created by adding 64 and 32. That means 0, 1, 1, because those ones are represented 64 and 32. No 16s, no 8s, no 4s, no 2s, and no 1s. Right, now it says 28. 28 කියලා කියන්නේ මෙතනින් margin එකෙන් දෙන්නේ. So again, the host ID part gets all zeros. So it's possible, right? And 10.0.0.0/24. So you can see last 3 octets got zeros. So that means after the 24, the very last octet is also going to be all zeros. So again, this is possible. So 10.0.0. last octet එක මම expand කරලා ලිව්වොත් zeros 8ක් එන්නේ. මෙතනින් තමයි margin එක ඇඳෙන්නේ. So again it is possible. Right? So first one is possible, third one is possible, and fourth one is possible. Let's see about this. 172.31.0.128/25. Yeah, it is possible again. The reason is 172.31.0. 128 represents like this, right? And the margin is going to go from here, 25th bit, after 25th bit, right? So it is possible, right? So the correct answer, that means correct means like here they are asking which cannot be the network address. So this cannot be a network address. Right? Hari, clear the මට පොඩ්ඩක් confirm කරන්න clear the කියන එක. තේරෙන්නේ නැති අය හරි අඩුපාඩු තියෙන අය හරි ඉන්නවනම් note එක දාගන්න. Right. So I'm moving to the 16th. So in the 16th, what are they asking is, when a class B network, so it is said class B, is divided into subnetworks. So it says subnet in part, subnet mask of a subnet. Class B network එක කොටස් වලට කඩලා ඒ එක කොටසක subnet mask එක. Right, subnet mask of the subnet is this. How many valid hosts per network and how many subnetworks can be created respectively. So what you have to remember is if it is class B, your IP address is going to be like this. So there are 16 bits to the net ID and 16 bits to the host ID. මේක තමයි ඔයාට දීලා තියෙන IP address එක. Since they are saying it class B IP address. We don't know what are the values of that IP address, but we know the structure that if it is class B, net ID has 16 bits and the host ID has 16 bits, because when it comes to the class B, there are 2 network octets and 2 host octets. That's how we are going to like create the IP address, or like the specification of the IP address. Now, what they are saying is, now this the network which includes this IP address is being subnetted. So that subnet got a subnet mask of this. Now, subnet mask is going to find by putting ones to the net ID bits entirely and putting zeros to the host ID bits entirely, right? So this means there are 8 ones in the first octet of the subnet, and there are another 8 ones to represent the second subnet, right? And to represent 252, right? So third is going to have, and third one is not going to have all 8 ones. 252 means there will be 6 ones and 2 zeros, right? So what the places where I put the 0 and 1 is the those are the places which contains 1 and 2, which performs 3. So that is why it is this represent as 252. දෙසියපනස්පහෙන් තුනක් අඩු වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒතර තුන කියන්නේ මෙයාගේ place value එක 1යි, මෙයාගේ place value එක 2යි. 2 1 එකතු වෙලා තමයි 3 හැදෙන්නේ. So the rest of the bits of the subnet mask are going to be zeros, right? So that means then subnet mask එකකදී අපි බොහොම පැහැදිලිව කියනවා net ID bits are not going to change, but host ID bits are going to be all zeros, right? So it's derived from the same basis, and they are asking how many subnets can be created. So අපේ කලින් margin එක තිබුණේ මෙතන. දැන් margin එක තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන. Right? ඒ කියන්නේ old IP එකේ ඉඳලා new IP එකට එනකොට bits 6ක් යාව දකුණුද පැත්තට තල්ලු වෙලා තියෙනවා. So for 6 bits, you can create 2 to the power 6 networks, right? And regarding the devices, you are going to consider how many bits are there in the host ID bits, in the host ID part. So there are 10 bits are there. So the number of devices is going to be 2 to the power 10 minus 2. Right? So 2 to the power 10 means 1024. 1024 minus 2 means 1022. Right? So the number of networks is going to be 64. And this, for the number of devices, it's going to be 1022, which is going to be the third answer. Right. තේරුණාද? Right. ළමයි තප්පරයක් ඉන්න white board එක respond කරන්න නැතුව ගියා. හරි කන්ෆර්ම් කරන්න මේ කතා කරපු එක තේරුණාද නැද්ද කියන එක? ගැටලු තියෙන අය අහන්න. මොකද මෙයාට මේ උනේ? right ළමයි විනාඩියක් ඉන්න white board එක load වෙන්න ඕන. right හරි මේක clearද හදපු විදිහ ළමයි? right Hi, 17th one. Which network device can be used to connect different LANs? There are many devices which we can use to connect two separate LANs. We can use a router. We can use an L3 switch. We can use in common a gateway device, right? So in this question, you got the answers called L3 switch and router both. So both the answers are correct, either second or the fifth. Right? Hub is just creating a LAN. Bridge is just bridging two separate computers, but they should be in the same domain, or like the same IP address environment. And repeat, no, not actually. Right? It should be a repeater. It's not going to, it's just amplify the strength of a signal. That's all. Right? So 17, it's going to be either second or the fifth. Right, in 18, they're asking out of the address given, which address or addresses can be subnet mask of a computer network with the broadcast IP as 201.15.16 and 31. So broadcast is given means you can figure out, you can have an idea how many host ID can be there. Right? මොකද අපි broadcast address එක හොයන්නේ net ID part එක ඒ විදිහටම තියාගෙන host ID part එක all ones කරනවා. Right? So we have to what we call like extract the 31 and see how far it's going to go. Right? So then we are going to extract 201.15.16.31 means right. So this is the broadcast address that they are given. So we can assume the margin can be drawn from this particular point. මොකද broadcast address එක හැදෙන basis එක තමයි keep net ID part as it is and make host ID parts into all ones, right? So we can see 5 ones. So in the place where the ones are being started, we can consider it as the margin point. The margin එක ඔතන ඉඳලා දකුණු අත පැත්තට shift වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Right? මොකද දකුණු අත පැත්තට margin එක shift වුණාට host ID එක පැත්තේ ones total ones තියෙනවා කියන basis එක change වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Right? Then margin එකක් තව ඉස්සරහට આવොත් still host ID එකේ all ones තියෙනවා. තව එකක් ඉස්සරහට આવොත් still host ID එකේ all ones තියෙනවා. Right? So the basis is correct. Right? So likewise, now it is asking like whether it is possible, what are the possible addresses කියන එක නැතම් දෙහන්නේ. Right? So that address can be start from here. So මෙයාගේ subnet mask එක අපි ගන්නවා නම් first octet need to have 8 ones, second octet need to have 8 ones, third octet need to have 8 ones, and these 3 is going to have ones, and the rest of the things going to be zeros. Right? So if it goes like that, this represents 255.255.255. This is giving you 128 plus 64 plus 32. Right? That means 224. Right? මේ 8 දෙනාගෙන් එන්නේ 224 කියන වැලියු එක. So margin එක ඉස්සරහට shift වෙනවා නම් අපිට 224 වල ඉඳලා 255 වලට යනකම් තියෙන values සලකන්න පුළුවන්. Right? So if margin is right over here, it's going to be 11150. If it goes to be somewhere on here, it's going to be 4 ones and 4 zeros. If it goes to the next place, that means 5 ones and 3 zeros. තව එකක් එහාට පන්නලා ගත්තොත් 6 ones and 2 zeros. Right? So likewise, it can grow. Right? ඒ කියන්නේ 224 තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. මෙතනින් එනවා 240. මෙතනින් එනවා 248. මෙතනට එනකොට 252. Right? Even we can go for the 253. Right? 6 ones and a 0 and 2 zeros. No. Yeah. Then අපි දාලා තියෙන එකේ වගාන වැරදිද කො බලන්න. මෙතන එක එකක් වැඩි. So here it's going to be 7 ones and a 0. Right? Again, 254. Right? So 224 is eligible. That means this is okay. 240 is eligible. This is okay. 248 is eligible. That is okay. 252 is eligible. And that is okay too. Right? So for that reason, we can take all are correct. Right? And in 19, හරි 19 වලට එන්න කලින් මෙතන calculation එක ඕකේද තේරුණාද confirm කරන්න දැන් මේ වාර විභාගවල එන තරම් එහාට යන ප්‍රමාණයේ ප්‍රශ්න ඔයගලන්ට අහන්නේ නැහැ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් but අහන්න පුළුවන්. Right? Because these things are in the syllabus, right? Okay. Right. So in the 19th, it's talking about which is not a network security method. Encryption, it is a network security method where we use cryptography. And use of firewalls, yeah, it is used as a hardware or as a software or both. Proxy server, yes, it is a network security option because it can represent a few number of computers on behalf of the internet dealing places, right? So digital signature, yeah, that is used to ensure that who has sent this. And definitely it's not use of licensed software, is not making the network security, right? So the first one is going to be the answer. In 20th, it says, which is not a threat only to a computer network. Yeah, may තියනේවා outdates, right? මේවා out of syllabus, then syllabus okay, right? නැත්නම් මේගොල්ලෝ tempering නැහැ, spoofing නැහැ, middling නැහැ. Right? So for that reason, I can give all marks for this. Right? Tempering නැහැ, spoofing නැහැ, middleman attack කියන එක නැහැ. Right? Trojan කියන එක දැන් මෙතන උත්තරේ අරගත්තොත් එන්නේ Trojan, right? Because Trojan is something that can affect to a computer which is, even though it is not network with a network or Ethernet, right? So that is the things up to 20th. Hari. 20 ඉඳලා 30 වෙනකන් ටක් ගාලා කරන්න 10:38යි වෙලාව මම මේකට විනාඩි 15යි දෙන්නේ, right? 20 ඉඳලා 30 වෙනකන් කරලා නම් මට කියන්න 20 ඉඳලා 30 වෙනකන් ඕකේ කියලා. එතකොට ඒකත් ඩිස්කස් කරන්න පටන් ගන්න පුළුවන්. so මම විනාඩි 15ක් දෙනවා. 10:38යි 10:53 10:50ට ගමු. විනාඩි 12න් කරන්න බලමු. 10:50ට we'll do the things where we are going to discuss. All right. So quickly from 21st to 30 and send me the incorrect answers. And if you want the marking scheme, just let me know. Right. So I will share it right over here. MCQ paper එක කරලා ඉවරයි ඉන්නවා නම් structured යන structured ඉවර නම් essay එකට යන්න essay එක ඉවර නම් මම ජෙෆ්නා paper එක දාලා තියෙනවාද ජෙෆ්නා paper එක කරන්න පටන් ගන්න. ළමයි දැන් මෙහෙම දෙයක් කරන්න වෙනවා. දැන් ඕගොල්ලෝගේ අතින් ගෙදරදී ඕක කම්ප්ලීට් වෙන්නේ නැහැනේ. අපි ක්ලාස් එකේ කර ගියොත් අපරාධෙත් වෙනවා මේ වෙලාව. right? ඒක නිසා දැන් ඊළඟ වීක් එකේ කලින් මට ඕගොල්ලෝ කරපු පේපර් එකේ ෆොටෝස් ටික එවන්න. ඒතර මට කන්ෆර්ම් ඕගොල්ලෝ වැඩේට ලෑස්ති කියන එක. සහ ඕගොල්ලන්ටත් ඒක එක පැත්තකින් රෙස්පොන්සිබිලිටි එකක් වෙනවා. මට පේපර් එක කරලා එවන්න ඕනේ කියන එක. right? So send it to the send it as a WhatsApp message or somehow, right? Just send me the photos, right? hari kovindu right 24 25 28 29 yes 31 39 right. Okay. කවුද තාම 20 ඉඳලා 30 වෙනකම් කරන්නේ? දීලක 20 ඉඳලා 30ට කරලාද? උපෙක් 20 ඉඳලා 30ට කරගන්න පුළුවන් වුණාද පුතේ?
සර් තව දෙක තුනක් තියෙනවා.
right ඉවර කරන්න. ඉවර කරලා මට කියන්න මම ප්‍රශ්න ටික පෙන්නන්නම්. සසිත් 30ට 35ද කොහෙද නම් කරලා තිබුණා නේද? right ඒ ලිමිට් එකෙන් කරලා ඉවරයි. ඉතින් එහාට කරන්න ලබන සතිය අනිවාර්යෙන් මට මේ පේපර් එක කම්ප්ලීට් කරපු ඉමේජස් ටික එවන්න. right හැම කෙනාම ඒක වගකීමක් කරගන්න. එතකොට වැඩේ සාර්ථකයි. right
සර්
ඔබද
සර් මේ මම WhatsApp වලින් මේ පින්තූරයක් කො එක පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්නකෝ සර්. බලලා හරිද කියන්න.
බලන්න. ඔව් ඒක හරි. එහෙම තමයි කොමිදු වෙන්නේ.
හරි සර් හරි thank you.
right Okay, Upek, I received the answers. 24th, 25th, 6th, and 27th. Hari. ඉස්සයි 30 අතර තව කරන අය ඉන්නවද? Right. කතා කරමු. right 23rd මුලින්ම තියෙන්නේ right එතකොට 21st 22nd මම කතා කරන්නේ නැහැ ඒක කවුරුත් කියලා නැහැ 23rd වල ඉඳලා පහළටම තියෙනවා right 23rd which of the following diagram is a valid data flow in a data flow diagram right so data flow diagram එකක the valid data flows are going to be invalid ටික මතක තියාගත්තම ලේසි right so what are the invalid things you can't draw a straight line from entity to entity right මේක වැරදි right හරියන විදිහ මොකද්ද entity එකේ ඉඳලා dash line එකක් තමයි තව entity එකකට යන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ ඒක තමයි හරි ක්‍රමය right and again you can't draw a data line from entity to a data store straight away right and again you can't draw data flows from data store to another data store right so those are the invalid things that you can do right all other things are valid right again මේවා ඊතල දෙපැත්තටම සලකන්න so මේ වගේ කියන්නේ entity දෙකක් තනීරකින් සම්බන්ධ වෙන එක entity එකයි data store එකයි single arrow එකකින් connect වෙන එක data stores දෙකක් single arrow එකකින් connect වෙන එක that cannot be represented so here they are asking which of the following diagram is a valid data flow in a data flow diagram so this is wrong because of the entity to data flow diagram is not entity to data store which is not valid now this is correct fourth one is correct from a process you can flow the data to a data store and this is incorrect because this should have dotted lines so because of that it is incorrect and fifth one yes it is correct but not the third one so you have two answers which is fourth and the fifth right so either fourth or fifth can be taken as the correct answers 24th select the correct statement about system implementation methods so there are 4 implementation methods that we are talking about which is direct and parallel pilot and pace now direct implementation means we taking out the old system straight away and putting the new system right so here it says pace implementation is a good implementation is good to implement complex system yes the megalo correct ekane ahanne pace implementation is good to implement complex system yeah so it will be a good method mokada complex system ekak kiyan like there are many components in the pace implementation what we are doing is we are taking a part from the new system and apply it to the organization to the entire organization so pace by pace or part by part the system will get installed into the system so yes it can be taken as a correct one right so the megalo ahannet correct එක මොකක්ද කියලා so direct implementation is high cost implementation method we can't say it is not always ඒක නිසා මෙයා වැරදි කියලා ගන්න වෙනවා high cost කියන එක සාධකය නිතරම සත්‍ය වෙන්නේ නැහැ pilot implementation has the lowest risk of failing a new system no it's not the pilot that has the lowest risk the parallel implementation has the lowest risk මොකද ඒ දෙන්නම අලුත් system එක okay වෙනකන් පරණ system එකත් parallelly ගෙනියනවා in the implementation method so when the new system is full and final and very confident with the organization then only they get rid of the old system right so it has the lowest risk pilot is a implementation method has a lower not the lowest has a lower risk because pilot program is applied to one particular department or a section in the organization ස්කෝල එක නම් ප්‍රයිමරි සෙක්ෂන් එකට දෙනවා සෙකන්ඩරි එකට කියනවා ඕල් සිස්ටම් එකෙන් වැඩ කරන්න ප්‍රයිමරි එකට නිව් සිස්ටම් එක දීලා කියනවා නිව් සිස්ටම් එකෙන් වැඩ කරන්න යන්න කියලා ප්‍රයිමරි එක ෆේල් වුණොත් they don't have any backup so it has a risk but not low as parallel right and it says parallel implementation is the ideal way to implement any system not any system right අපිට දැන් නේද සමහර systems තියෙනවා cost wise දැන් ඔයාගේ දැනට පවතින system එකට 1 million cost එකක් යනවා නම් parallel system එකට දාන්න ගිහිලා ඒ cost එක 2 million වෙන්න පුළුවන් so it's going to be a huge loss right so it is not always true right and pace implementation can be used for any system needed again not pace කියන එක හැම එකකටම ඕකේ වෙන්නේ නැහැ right මොකද කොටසෙන් කොටස දාන්න තුනේ දැන් අපි CCTV system එකක් implement කරනවා නම් අපිට building එකේ කොටසෙන් කොටස CCTV දාලා තේරුමක් නැහැනේ if you need the security we need the security to the entire parameter right so we have to apply it entirely not like pace by pace right so it is not always correct so the correct answer can be taken as the first one for 24th right and 25th consider the following statement about the white box testing and the black box testing so A says checks for errors in the code during the white box test checks for errors in the code during the white box test now white box test means your system can be put into a glass box so we can see what is happening inside the system so we give the inputs and see what happens to the inputs inside the system and we search for the outputs right so white box method එක ගොඩාක් වෙලාවට පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ unit test එක කරගන්න right which is done by the programmers so when the system is developed and when it needs to be tested it is the very first step that they are doing is the unit test saying the programmers okay you check whatever the component that you have made right so programmers will check for their component their particular unit for errors right so they can check the code in errors during the white box test right so it is correct right so it can be taken as a correct statement and the second part the B statement both these tests requirement a high knowledge of programming no only white box test is needed that particular thing right ඕමනා වෙනවා නම් black box එක no we don't need අපිට දුන්නොත් black box test එකේ කරන්නේ we give the inputs and we search for the correct output right එතකොට ඔයාට the program එකක් හදලා දුන්නොත් ATM machine එකක ඒකේ කිව්වොත් ඔයාට මේකේ සල්ලි deposit කරාම balance එක වැඩි වෙනවද කියලා බලන්න කියලා right deposit machine ekaka so we can deposit some money and check whether it is being counted carefully and the balance is going is whether the balance is increased accordingly so we don't need any programming knowledge to do that so it is a black box testing we don't know what happens inside the program or inside the system but we know once this input is given this should be the expected output so we check whether we are having the expected output or not right so this doesn't like both the test is not required the programming language or the high level knowledge of the programming and the part C says checks whether the output is correct with respect to the input during black box testing check whether the output is correct with respect to the input during the black box testing yeah that is what black box testing is all about we give the input we check for the correct output so because of that we can take the answer as fourth one A and C right marking scheme එකේ ඕක වැරදියට දාලා තිබුණේ 5 කියලා 25ට ඒක 4 තමයි උත්තරේ වෙන්නේ right? In 26th, what is the incorrect statement with regard to the SQL command alert? Oh, I'm sorry, not the alert, alter, right? Alter text taker, alter statement. We use the alter statement to change the structure of the tables, which belongs to the DDL part, data definition language part, right? So using the alter statement, we can add a column, we can delete a column, we can change the data type, we can change the name of a particular column, right? So it is affecting the table of the database or the table structure, not the data inside it, right? So it says use to add a new record to the table. No, to add a new record to the table, we use a statement called insert, not the alter, right? So it is wrong. This is a SQL command that belongs to DDL, which is correct. It is a part of a data definition language. Data definition language එකේ තියෙන්නේ insert statement එක, I'm sorry, create statement එක, right? And alter statements, right? The create statement එකේදී ඔයාට table එක create කරගන්න පුළුවන්. Alter statement වලින් you can alter the table structure as well as you can alter the primary keys and the foreign keys, right? It is used to add or remove a primary or foreign key. Yes, we can use this. Hold on. Add or remove කියන එකේදී ගැටලුවක් වෙනවා. Remove in primary key. Definitely we can add it. Yeah, පොඩ්ඩකට ඔක තියෙනවා. ටිකක් doubtful removing කියන part එක තියෙන නිසා. Used to edit a record in a table, definitely not. It used to edit data type in a table, definitely correct. So they are asking about the incorrect one. So you can go for the answers. First one, used to add new record to the table. Yeah, it is an incorrect one. Used to edit a record in a table. Again, it is an incorrect one. අපි මේ primary key, foreign key add කරන්න පුළුවන් නිසා we'll consider it as a correct one, right? But remove කරන එක ගැන I need to see, right? අපිට ඒක reassign කිරීමක් වෙන්නේ, එතකොට කලින් එක්කෙනා remove වෙන්නත් පුළුවන්, right? So anyway, first and the fourth answers are wrong, right? So in the marking scheme, they just given you the fourth answer. Even first answer is like answer is going to be the first or the fourth because they are incorrect, right? So first and the fourth both are incorrect according to the SQL theories. Right. 27th, consider the following statement with respect to the problem in a table, right? There are multiple value attributes in a table. Okay. Other attributes in that table depends on the attribute other than the primary key. Yes. Question which of the following can be in second normalization form? 2NF when the so if it needs to be qualified to the 2NF, it will definitely needs to be qualified as a 1NF. 1NF when again right, 2NF when the wait, yeah, great. Right, so 1NF qualify when that is mine. It's mine. You have your pencil on there. Go there and take. No, right, so to qualify it as a 1NF, there shouldn't be unwanted repetition of data column wise or row wise. The rows got unwantedly repeat when the back, columns would unwantedly repeat when the back, right? And data should be in atomic manner. That means a one particular column should contain one particular data. So there are multiple value attributes in a table. So that is going to cause you multi-value attributes. Phone number phone numbers keep acting. So if you have a table with these fields, let's say name, address, and contact, and let's say ID is the one which act as a primary key. එතකොට 001 කියන ID එක තියෙන එක්කෙනාට contacts තුනක් තියෙනවා නම්, right? 071 0112 076 ඔහොම තියෙනවා නම් These 001, 001 is going to repeat for this. If he is Saman, this is going to be Saman, and this is going to be Saman as well. If he is from Kottawa, the address line is going to be Kottawa for 3 times. So this makes unwanted repetition. Right? Means Saman Kottawa, Saman Kottawa, Saman Kottawa kine ka unwanted repetition. ID, yeah, according to the need, it can be repeated. Right? Many to many, you know, the repeat when the puluwankamak tiyenawa. But name and address, those are purely unwanted repetition. So because of that reason, we can say this is not in second normal form, neither in first normal form. So first normal form definitely not in the second normal form. Right, so the second one says other attributes in that table depends on an attribute other than the primary key. Then make a transitive dependence again. Right, other attributes in that table depends on an attribute other than the primary key. Can a primary key එක මත depend වෙනවා. අමතරව තව එක්කෙනෙක් මත depend වෙනවා. So to complete or like qualified as 2NF, what we are searching is 1NF වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ repeat වෙන columns වල rows වල තියෙන්න බෑ, data atomic වෙන්න ඕනේ. Then after 2NF වෙන්න නම් non-primary key attributes primary key attribute එක මත fully depend වෙන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මේක එහෙම කියලාක් තියෙනවා, ඒ කියලා කියනවා තව primary key නොවෙන එක්කෙනෙක් මත depend වෙනවා කියලා. Right? එතකොට එහෙම වෙනවට අපි කියනවා transitive dependency එකක් තියෙනවා කියලා. primary key එක මත depend වෙනවා, ඒ වෙලාවේ තව එක්කෙනෙක් මත depend වෙනවා. So transitive dependency තිබුණම third normal form qualify වෙන්න තමයි බැරි. Second normal form qualify වෙන්න පුළුවන් with transitive dependency. Right? So A cannot be correct, but B can be correct. In case of composite key in a table, attributes are depending on one key field only. එතකොටත් ගැටලුවක් වෙනවා. Composite key එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ keys කීපයක් එකතු වෙලා හැදලා තියෙන primary key එකක්. එතකොට A key එකෙන් කොටසක් මත නම් අනිත් ඒ කට්ටිය depend වෙන්නේ, අපි ඒකට කියනවා partial dependency කියලා. So partial dependency should not be there to satisfy the second normal form. So in other words, all non-primary key attribute should fully depend on the primary key. කියන්නේ composite නම් composite එකට 3 දෙනෙක් එකතු වෙලා නම් composite key එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ. අනිත් කට්ටිය අර 3 දෙනා මතම depend වෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? So here it gives you partial dependency as well. So because of that reason, 27 can take the answer as B only. මේක marking scheme එකේ වැරදි විදිහට තියෙන්නේ. ඔව් 27 තියෙන්නේ 5 කියලා 5 නෙවෙයි 2 උත්තරේ ගන්න ඕනේ. Right? Okay. So 28. In the following result table, unique field or fields is required to uniquely identify one record from the other. What is the statement represent is in this is correct. In the පොඩ්ඩක් එක පැටලෙ විල තියෙනවා කියලා තියෙන විදිහ නමුත් correct statement එක අහන්නේ. This could be a table created one-to-many relationship between student and subject entities. One-to-many relationship එකක් ගැන අපිට හිතන්න පුළුවන්. එක student ID එකකට subjects ගොඩක් තිබ්බොත්. Right? ඒ කියන්නේ like if you think about 123 student ID, it has subject S021 and again 123 has a subject called S020. The student subjects ගොඩක් පාවිච්චි කරනවා. එක student කෙනෙක් many subjects. Student subject may better. But if you consider about the subject and the student, the same S021, look at this, same S021 is done by 123 students as well as 125 students, right? So that means one subject is taken by many students as well. So this gives you a relationship called many to many, right? So it's not going to be one to many. So this is incorrect. This table consists partial dependency. We have no clue about that. Partially depend වෙනවා කියලා අපිට එක කිව්වොත් නේද ස්ටුඩන්ට් කෙනෙක්ගේ සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකකට අයිති ලකුණු කියලා අපිට assume කරන්න පුළුවන් මේක. So we can't say it is partially dependent. මොකද මේ ගත්තොත් primary key එක වෙන්නේ මේ දෙන්නම එකතු වුණාම. Right? එතකොට marks කියන එක totally depend මොන student ගේ මොන subject එකකද. ඒක student මත depend වෙනවා subject එක මත depend වෙනවා. So we can't say it has partially dependency. Student ID and subject ID will be composite key. Yes, that is the correct answer. Marks will be derived attribute. No, derived means it's like date of birth and age. Date of birth දන්න වෙලාවට age එක derive කරගන්න පුළුවන්. So marks is not something like that. All other fields on student ID should be completely depend on it. All other fields on the student ID should be complete. නෑ student ID එක මත අනිත් කට්ටිය depend වෙන්න කියලා එකක් නෑ. මේකේ තියෙන්නේ දෙන්න මතම depend වෙන්න ඕනේ කියන එකක්. Right? So you can go with the answer of 3 for 28. Right. Okay, 29th. Select asterisk from result where subject ID equals S021. Right? Order by marks DESC. So make a kiyanne select karanna all the details. Asterisk indicates all the data from result. So the result table looking, right? This is the table name where subject ID equals S021. Subject ID S021 winner. Or result එක order කරන්න කියලා තියෙනවා marks වලින් descending order එකට. So if you look at the table result, which is the table that is given to us, so it is asked to select the all data where the subject ID equals S021. එතකොට S021 වලට අදාළව subject ID එක S021 වෙන ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ අවස්ථා දෙක ඔන්න ඔය records දෙක තෝරන්න කියලා කියන්නේ. So there will be a table with these two lines as well as the top line headings ටික තියෙන පේලි දෙකක් තියෙන table එකක් output වෙනවා. ඔක්කොම data තියෙන්න. S021 ගේ. ඒ වගේම තමයි ඒක descending order එකට arrange වෙන්න ඕනේ marks වලින්. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ දෙවෙනි line එක තමයි top line එක වෙන්නේ. නැත්නම් heading එකට පස්සේ line එක වෙන්නේ. මේ line එක ඊට පහළට යනවා. මොකද මේකේ descending order නේ තියෙන්නේ. ඒතර marks 50 තමයි උඩට එන්නේ. 45 කියන එක නා යටට යනවා. ඒ මුළු row එකම යටට යනවා. Right? So ඒකේ table එකේ headings ටික එනවා සාමාන්‍ය විදිහට. මෙතන මුලින් වෙන්නේ 125 S021 50. ඊට පස්සේ තමයි 123 S021 45 කියලා. Right? So that's going to be the output. So let's say the answers. All of these data is shown in ascending order in the output table. All of this data, not all of this data. Right? ඒක නිසා මේක වැරදි. මොකද S021 ට අදාළ all the data තමයි එන්නේ. All students studying in the subject of S021 output the data in ascending order. All students studying in the subject S021 output the data in ascending order, not in the ascending order. මෙතන DESC කියලා කියන්නේ descending. So because of that it is wrong. All students who are studying the subject of S021 output the data in descending order of the marks. මේ all students කියන එකත් පොඩි ගැටලුවක් වෙනවා. Student විතරක් indicate වෙනවා. මොකද අනිත් ඒවායි තියෙන්නේ all the data කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? So all students කියන එකට අදාළවත් මෙයා incorrect වෙනවා. All the data of the students following the subject S021 is output to the ascending order. ආයෙත් මේකට අදාළව වැරදි. And definitely the fifth one is going to be the correct one. All the data of the students following the subject S021 is output to the descending order of the marks. So it is correct. right 5th එක ඒක නිසා හරි කියලා අපිට අරගන්න පුළුවන් 30th right 30th 31st එක තියෙන්නේ මේ රිලේෂන් එකට අදාළව තියෙන නිසා මම අදට ඔතනින් නතර කරනවා right එතකොට දැන් ඊළඟ week එකේ අපි හම්බෙන්න කලින් you should send me the answer script of the paper right එවන්න මම ගෙවල් වලටත් දැනුවත් කරනවා මේ විදිහටයි paper discussion එක යන්නේ එතකොට papers ටික කරලා මං ගාවට ඇවිල්ලා වැඩේ හරියට සිද්ධ නොවුනොත් අපිට ක්ලාස් එකේදී paper එක කරලා යන විදිහකට තමයි කරෙන්න වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මෙච්චර තමයි කට්ටිය කරලා තිබ්බේ කියන එක මට කියන්න වෙනවා වැඩේ හරියට නොකරනවා right දැන් නේද තව මාස බොහොම පොඩි ප්‍රමාණයක් තියෙන්නේ ඔයගලන්ට right ඒක නිසා මේකට ටයිම් එකක් හදාගෙන නේද paper එක කරන්න ඔළුවට අරගන්න එපා ඔක්කොම සිලබස් එක කවර් කරලා ඔක්කොම ටික ඕකේ කරගෙන paper එක කරනවා එතකොට තමයි හොඳ නෑ ඒක නෙවෙයි ක්‍රමය ඔයගොල්ලෝ paper එක කරනකොට අමාරු වෙන එක පාඩම් කරන්න එතකොට ඔයා දන්නේම නැතුව ඔයාගේ අමාරු ටික ඔයා එකපාරට හිමින් step by step හදාගෙන ඉවර වෙනවා කවදාවත් සිලබස් එක පාඩම් කරලා ඉවර වෙලා ඔක්කොම ටික බලලා ඉවර වෙලා paper එක කරන්න ඉන්න එපා ඒක සිද්ධ වෙන්නේ නැති දෙයක් right ඔයා paper එක කරලා ඔයාගේ වැරදෙන්නේ මොනවාද අන්න ඒ ටික by heart කරන්න right ඊළඟ paper එකක් කරන්න වැරදෙන්නේ මොනවාද ඒ ටික by heart කරන්න ඒක තමයි කරන්න ඕනේ right ඒක නිසා පුළුවන් ඒවට පුළුවන් විදිහට උත්තර ලියලා මට ස්ක්‍රිප්ට් එක එවන්න ඕනේ right මම අනිත් අයටත් මැසේජ් එක දානවා group එකේ ක්ලාස් එකට එන්න කලින් අනිවාර්යෙන් ස්ක්‍රිප්ට් එක මට එවලා තියන්න ඕනේ එතකොට ස්ක්‍රිප්ට් එක නොයවන කට්ටිය ගැන I have to inform your parents because your parents are the people who are paying for me right මේ වෙලාවේ මිනිසුන්ට අවසානටම අමාරු දැනක මිනිස්සු ඉන්නේ right you me and everyone right ඒ නිසා එහෙම තියාගෙන monthly payment එකක් කරගෙන යනවා තාම දෙමව්පියෝ so I have to do something for that right something කියන්නේ නිකන් දෙයක් කරලා තේරුමක් නැහැ something effective right so because of that reason you have to do the paper and send me the answer script right if you are not like මට වෙන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරපු ටික parents ට inform කරන්න කියන්නේ fully කරලා ඉවර තියෙනවා no problem otherwise I have to inform right මං හිතන්නේ මොකද දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ A level කරන කට්ටිය විදිහට ඕක ඇන කියන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ ඔයගලන් කරන methods වෙනස් වෙන්න පුළුවන් IT අනිත් subjects වල method එක කෙසේ වෙතත් right අනිත් subjects වලට මම නම් recommend කරන්නේ මේ මම කියන method එක මොකද ඒක practice කරලා අරගෙන තියෙන දෙයක් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් syllabus එක යම් ප්‍රමාණයකින් කරලා ඉවරයිනේ so you do the paper and see where you are කොතනද ඉන්නේ කියලා බලන්න 10ද 20ද 30ද 40ද කොතනද කියන එක ඊට පස්සේ අමාරු තැන clear නැති තැන හොය හදාගන්න ඒකට තමයි දැන් මේ time එක තියෙන්නේ right okay so I'm going to end the session from here and I'm expecting you to send me the papers before next Saturday right එතකොට මේ paper එක complete කරලා එවන්න ජෙෆ්නා paper එක ගැන මම ප්‍රෙෂර් කරන්නේ නැහැ ඒක ඔයගොල්ලෝ කරන්න ඒක අපි ඊළඟට ගමු දැන් මේ Saturday වලට මට මේක ඉතිරි ටිකයි මේක ඉතිරි questions ටිකයි MCQ එකේ structure and essay paper එකට අදාළ answer script උයි photos ටික එවන්න හැමෝම so I have to track right okay so I'm going to end the session from here so keep that in mind people right thank you very much right and send me the answer script right all right thank you very much people I'm going to end the session from here right
thank you sir
right okay